Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. And today we are on episode 23. So, the topic for today is how this mom of three balances two businesses and empowers others to earn online. And our guest today is Summera Nusrat. So, she's going to be joining us in a few minutes. But let's introduce myself first. Hello, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. I also want to remind everyone that if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in the website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we have a live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into my website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar. That link will take you to a page that will have two buttons, so one for Tuesday and one for Thursday, so you can register for either one or for both. The other one, the other link that you get there is for the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay of the live webinar and watch it at your own convenience. Um, in addition to that, I invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, okay, so I go to your website, I enter my name and email address and register for the live webinar. So what am I going to see on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to learn how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from the panelists who are going to be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's live webinar. So yesterday's live webinar, we actually have a job quitter, and Elena, she's the host for yesterday's live webinar, and she's also a job quitter and now a full-time mom. So she's fully present for her kids. And then we have our first panelist is Remedios. She's a full-time care manager. We have Lori, a digital business owner. We have Meg, a contractor. We have Maria, an office manager and realtor. We have Serene, a hospitality professional. We have Prativa, a nurse educator. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they all have something in common, and that is to take that leap of faith to change their family lives. Um, So if you want to catch the replay of this live webinar before next Tuesday's live webinar, all you have to do is register into my website and I'll send you that link to watch the replay before the live webinar. Now, our replays have subtitles in several languages and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today. So, like we mentioned, today is episode 23. So, and the topic is how this mom of three balances two businesses and empowers others to earn online. And our guest is Summera Nusrat. So, let me introduce Summera to you guys. So, I'm excited to introduce today's amazing guest, Summera. So, originally from Pakistan and now living in Ontario, Canada. Summera is a proud mom of three and a former biology teacher who has beautifully transitioned into entrepreneurship. She's currently running two businesses, a home daycare and a thriving digital business, all while mentoring others to build flexible, purpose driven lives. So, Sumera's journey is a true testament to dedication, balance, and the power of creating opportunities on your own terms. So, get ready to be inspired and let's bring Sumera to the studio. Hi, Sumera. Thank you for coming in.
Hello, thank you so much for inviting me on your page. I'm honored, and um, Sure. I am hoping to have a very, very wonderful and amazing talk today and provide some, insight into my life as a digital entrepreneur. So
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. So would you like to introduce yourself to the audience so they can get to know a little bit more about you?
Sure. So my name is Summera, and I'm originally from Pakistan. And I was a former teacher over there. When we moved to Canada, then I started running my home daycare, and I'm still running it. And now I am a digital entrepreneur uh, since last year. and I am living with my family, my husband, and three kids, which are grown up now, and we are living in Ontario, Canada, for past about 23 years. Yeah,
Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, so let's dive into the questions. Okay, so first question for you. Um, so you have gone from teaching biology to mentoring individuals in the online space.
yeah,
What inspired this transition and how did you discover the power of digital platforms?
yeah. So thank you so much for the question. Absolutely, my teaching background, my biology teacher's background, it gave me, of course, strength. It gave me a strong foundation in nurturing growth and, breaking down complex ideas. But the thing is, like when we moved to Canada, as I mentioned earlier, being a mom of three little kids, I needed something that actually was allowed me to align my work with my family life, right? Because I had three little kids and I had to be there for them, and all these stuff. So that's why I started my home daycare at that time, because at that time I thought that this is one of the best options for me instead of pursuing my teaching career. But with time, I started realizing that this home daycare setup, although I'm earning from home, but the long working hours and the strict work routine from 7 to 5, and with a lot of liability stress involved, physical work, it was not going to be my work option for in the long term. Maybe in my future years. So I needed to explore something new that gives me more flexibility. So that was the idea, and that's how I started exploring the digital space. And I realized that the online platforms are so powerful in terms of building connections with a lot of people globally and building communities, as well as creating something sustainable in terms of passive income streams and so on. So that's how I started exploring this online platforms, and I watched this social media ad, and started exploring, and I was amazed by the features in this business platform. This was kind of perfect fit for me. So because I wanted to start something beside working my as my home daycare, childcare provider status, because I didn't want to quit right away until this my side hustle is established already.
Mhm.
So this was giving me a perfect fit, right? Now the thing that inspired me most was the ability to mentor other people, and especially women, into realizing their potential through smart and flexible work models. So that's how basically that sparked my transition through this platform, and I haven't looked back.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I do relate in a lot of things that you mentioned there. Um, One is like you decided to pursue, a home care,
Daycare.
daily,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
uh,
Okay.
in your home, thinking, that will be a better option for you. But you find out on the lump that that was not the case. You're still restricted to a strict
Oh boy.
schedule.
Oh boy. It's
Uh,
it's it's a tough job.
yes.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and and I do understand that because like same thing, like I decided like I love arts, and for a lot of people arts is like not a very stable job, but I love the
Yeah.
way that like the
No,
freedom.
because
So
the
like,
creativity, if you're a
yes,
creative person, obviously, you love that work, right? Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
And the other thing is like I kind of love better the flexibility that if the movie industry gave me, but at
Yeah.
the same time like you, yes, when I don't work, yes, I have that flexibility, but when I'm working, I'm working long hours, and then my
Yeah.
hours are not fixed, like for example
Yeah,
this year
that's
hours
the
were
perfect
fixed, but
thing, because as I mentioned that I started home daycare because I wanted to stay home, right? But when I'm staying home, still I'm like bound. I have no social life. I can't even pay attention on my self care, right? And as an immigrant, I this is the most I would say important thing for me to go back home and visit my family, and which is not possible in years. So
mhm,
all those things, and even at the end of the day, I'm so tired and exhausted and kind of drained, and I can't even pay enough attention, and I can't give that family time to my own family at the end of the day, right? So all these things, it just made me realize that, okay, I need something more flexible, um, which has the earning potential, but it works with my life, not other way around.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
so that's the same thing, like I chose the movie industry because of that flexibility, but then later realizing that um I still didn't have that flexibility when I was working. And
hmm.
yes, the money was great, but
Yeah,
it was because of the long hours. So I like you, I was looking for something that I can transition to,
exactly.
and be able to achieve that freedom, and that financial
Yep.
stability
Yeah,
that we're looking for.
exactly.
So
Flexibility and freedom.
yes, and I do relate to that with you. And then the other advantage that you have is, well, you were a teacher before. So, now that you are able to help other women, you can apply that teaching skill, for mentoring others.
Yep. Yeah, that's the
So
best thing actually. That's the best thing for me. And that gives me, that as I said, it gives me a strong foundation because I know already how to nurture, growth of other people, like other kids in teaching background. But now I have to, guide, I have to provide support and, advice in a way to other women and direct them towards a better work style, work and life balance, right? So again, this helps me a lot, my background.
yeah.
So yeah,
So yes, so that's great, that you can able to use that skill on your business,
yeah,
and take advantage of that. So
exactly.
okay, so let's go to the second question. So now you're a mom of three, so running both a home daycare and a digital business.
Yeah,
What are some strategies or mindset shifts that help you manage both successfully?
that's a great question. So you know what, balance, when we talk about that, okay, running both home daycare and digital business, that obviously asks for a balance, right? When you are a multitasker, the balance for me, it's not about doing everything at once. It's about using your time and energy intentionally, so being strategic and using tools to amplify your time, right? And create something which is sustainable and which works around your life, as I said. So one mindset that actually changed everything for me was learning how to use my time, how to see my time as the most valuable asset, right? Because now what I do is I plan my work around the non-negotiable ones. Which are the non-negotiable ones for me? My family, of course, my home daycare setup, because I didn't want to quit right away. So that, and then my self care, right? So these are the non-negotiable ones for me. So I prioritize. I started working and planning around them first, and then I built my digital business in those small pockets of times that I had, right? So the in this platform, the system automation, and also other than that, the flexibility that we have, and the all the system which is working on the back end for us, that really helps us by using, that system automation helps us because we don't have to bear the whole workload. It works for us. So I can use that small, those small pockets of time during my day, even during my work routine. As right now I have break time, so I'm working on it, right? So this really helps. But other than that, the most important thing is that you know that you are building a long term, a long term sustainable income potential for you, income stream for you, right? So I actually, my philosophy behind mentoring other people is also the same. I help people to focus on building their structures early, and focus on making their long-term sustainable passive income streams, and also use their time and system automation wisely, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that they can create a long term, and they have that in their mind, that they're building something for their long term and sustainable purpose. So that definitely makes my the people who I help or who I guide them, it definitely helps them to keep that sustainability in their mind, because then they are not in a rush. It's not about quick win for them. It's about creating something which is giving them a long term income stream, right? So that definitely helps them, and that definitely helps me, because I know that I'm using my time smartly, and I am using all those small time pockets that I have for now, and that has changed actually everything for me, and that changes everything for the people who I guide, who I directing, who I direct towards the long term sustainable income streams, right? So basically, this is the thing, and I hope that whoever is starting this business, they know that, because the flexibility, basically this is the core, this is the core thing. That's why we see that this platform is different from other platforms, because this is the core thing that makes this platform different from from any other online business platforms, because this is the flexibility we get, that whatever we time frame we have, whatever routine we have, whatever lifestyle we have, we can work around that, and we can create another income stream for us, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for that. Yeah. So you mentioned there, having that, be able to manage your time, and I
Yeah,
think that's one of the things that a lot of business owners, when they start their journey, starting their business, that's one of the things that they struggle at the beginning, that adding that extra
yeah,
to their schedule. So finding that time management.
yeah.
Like you mentioned, you use some tools, like for example, I use Google Calendar. That's one
Mm,
of my tools to make
that's
sure that
right.
where I need to attend. And also another app that I use is Calendly, and that
Hmm.
one is for when someone needs to reach out to me, they can see on that calendar when I'm available, and at the same time, I can see on my day,
Yeah.
okay, so I have an appointment with this person, then that that way, I can plan my day.
Yeah, you can keep track of everything, and then if you have to follow up, and so that, okay, what time you're going to follow up, and what time you have a specific time. Just like now, we had already planned this live interview, right? So
Yeah.
and I we planned accordingly, whatever time suits both of us, right? So, in a similar way, when we have to talk to our leads, new potential customers, or we have a meeting for the learning sessions, all those things we plan, and we plan accordingly, according to our own schedule, whatever suits us, because there is no specific, strict routine in this platform. As I mentioned, in my childcare, there is a strict routine. So only other than the break time, I cannot do anything else because I have to focus on that, right? So, but in this thing, we can manage, and we can work around our life, around
Mhm.
our work. So that's why, this is the most flexible platform I have ever observed
Yeah. Yeah,
so far.
because usually, when we have a job,
Hmm.
usually we have to adapt to the business schedule. But with this online business, it's the opposite. I mean, the business adapts to our own schedule. So you can feed the business in any time pocket that you have during the day,
Yeah,
and then do your business, because all you need is a cell phone or a
yeah,
laptop and access to the internet. So that's all you
exactly.
need. So you're
That's
able to do this business anywhere and anytime, really. Um, so the other thing that I wanted to mention is yeah, so thanks to these apps or these tools that we have,
mhm.
it help us to manage our time better. Um, but yeah, those are one of the struggles that usually, as new business owners, we have struggles with find manage the time management.
Mhm.
But it's something that we learn as we go in our journey. So um, but thank you for sharing your journey, how you manage to balance,
You're
your
welcome. Yeah.
daycare, and like you mentioned, the non-negotiables. Yeah, like family is one of the
Yeah.
non-negotiables for you, and your daycare, of course, because you're running that business from home. So you have to
Yeah.
make sure that you are there fully present. And your me time, another thing that
Oh
sometimes
yes,
we
that
neglect.
that's exactly
Yes,
the
sometimes
non-negotiable.
yeah, something that we normally neglect to take time of ourselves,
Yeah, you're
because
right.
we really need to take care of ourselves, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to have that energy to allocate to all the other stuff. And so you need to recharge your energy and have that
Definitely,
me time. Okay,
definitely.
so let's move on to the third question. So you emphasize smart work and sustainability. Can you share how this philosophy has shaped the way you mentor others and build your own digital business?
Yes, so definitely, when I say that, okay, smart work and flexible work, then obviously we have some strategies in place, and we have all the tools available. So as I mentioned that, I mentor other people, and especially women, and those women, there are some, maybe stay-at-home moms, but other could be the professional, workers. They have their own professions. They may be working as a side hustle or full time, but you know we I mentor them and I guide them through this time management skill, and because we have system automation in place, so that helps us a lot, right? So this is the thing, like making their structures, their early structure, their sales funnel, their everything, all these things that help us in the process, setting those things in place, and then going through working through their time management and their system automation. It helps them, of course, to work according to their lifestyle and get that flexibility and get that their peace of mind, and when they know that they are building a business for which they don't have to sacrifice their family life, they don't have to sacrifice their peace of mind, then they are not in a rush. Then they think that, okay, this is not something to like as a hustle work. This is they're building a long term sustainable income stream for their future, for their family. So they know that they have that in their mind, and that's why they follow the instructions, they take the guidance, and this community is so strong and so helpful. that everyone is we are actually growing as a community. So it's not like the person who's starting this business is feeling alone, and at any step. So they take the guidance and then they start building their business, their digital business. And that's how they get a long term and sustainable income stream later on, right? Now, obviously, when I mentor other people, whatever I have learned in starting this business and whatever I have applied by managing, two businesses side by side, and my, mom status as well. So taking everything, as I mentioned, by managing my time and, using, um, building this business around my work life, my lifestyle, not other than around. So whatever I have learned, I have mentor the people who are working with me the same way. That is my philosophy, that work according to your lifestyle and build your business around that, and plan things accordingly, and use your time as your most valuable asset, right? So don't waste your time. Whatever time pockets you have, use them, and then keep your mindset positive, and don't panic in situations that come in front of you, because that's the thing. Sometimes people, they start becoming overwhelmed. So you don't have to do that. Just work smart and use the system and tools in place, and you can work according to that. You don't have to be panicked, and you don't have to rush into things. Just think that you are building something which is going to give you the benefits, and which is a legacy for your next generations. So when you think like that, then you are more patient, you are more flexible, and you are more focused on your goals, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, so this is like, this is how I guide them. And and because this is my philosophy, and that's how I transfer my mentees, my business partners who work with me. And I tell them that this is the basic structure, and that's how we work. And we are here as a community, we help each other. So wherever you're stuck, wherever you need help, we are there. So so we are working as a community, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. So yeah, like we mentioned, you transfer your what you've learned so far, and
Yeah.
that's why a mentor is very important on everyone's journey, whoever is starting the business, because that mentor has been on your shoes
Yeah.
before, so they know what you're going through and what are things that you need to do. So
Yeah.
they're there to help you and guide you. So like she
Right.
mentioned, like she, because she's running two business at the same time, plus the family, she's able to help those moms out there that, they have a job or they have the kids and
Yeah.
be able to do the business. So,
Yeah.
but the other thing, like, all the tools are provided to you.
Mhm.
We have all the video based training that is available to you, um, and the mentorship, and the coaching, which, like she mentioned, you don't have to feel overwhelmed. Everyone's journey is different, so don't compare yourself to others. You just have to focus on your journey and enjoy it.
Yeah.
um, you go at your own pace, so you have to get feel that
Yeah.
you're too
Yeah.
slow. Just focus on you. If you have to go a little bit slower compared to others, don't worry about it. This is your journey, and that's what is important to you. And remember, why you decided to do this business. Why this, who are you doing it for, or what are the reasons behind you're doing it? And that's what is going to help you to keep motivated, to keep moving forward. And like you mentioned, another great thing that we have in this community is our global online community. It's a global online community that is there for you to give you that technical support. So it's available 24/7. So you can ask anyone in our flock communication for any help, and someone from another side of the world will answer your question and help you out. The other thing is they also are there, to support you in the emotional side of it. Like I mentioned before, they have been in your shoes before, so they know what you're going through, so they're able to help you,
Yeah,
release those emotions, because that's normal. You are human, we are all human, so we need to release those emotions. But once you release those emotions, they're gonna help you to bounce back and continue your journey,
exactly.
because this journey is not an easy journey. You're going to have ups and downs along the way. But when you're down, you will have that support that you need from the community. And also, you also have to remind yourself about your why, okay? Because
Right.
that's what is important here. Remember why you started this. And the other thing, like I want to mention to this, now that we're talking about this, is learn that there is a process to go from point A to point B.
That's
Okay. Um, so once you understand that, then it will be easier for
right.
you uh,
So,
to
I would,
enjoy what you're
yeah.
doing and
I mean,
focus on
I
the things
would,
that you can
I would
control.
like to add here that also celebrate your small wins, small success, points, because that also motivates you. That keeps you motivated, and that also keeps you going. Because all those small wins, all those small steps where you learned something, where you found yourself growing. Um, you should celebrate them. And if you celebrate them, then you know that you are moving forward. With every step, you are moving forward. And once you will be at some point, then obviously you will be looking towards achieving your all the goals, not only financial goals, but otherwise, in terms of your better work life balance. So, obviously, if you keep recognizing those small wins and small successes, then definitely it will help you to keep focusing on your goals, on long term goals, and it will keep you motivated, of course.
Yes. Yeah. So talking about that, so what you want to do is when you start your journey, grab a journal, and then every time that you have a small win, that you have achieved something, for example, you got 10 followers, that's a small win, okay,
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
business page. So write it down, and once you start accumulating all these small wins in this journal, so every time that you feel down, you can go back to this journal and celebrate those small wins that you have done so far, that have taken, from when you started to where you are to this point, and that will help you to move forward. But the other thing that I was talking before about the process is that you have to focus on the things that you can control. So many times, on this journey, we tend to focus on the things that we cannot control.
mhm,
And because we focus on those things, those are the things that, sometimes make us feel down, because we start comparing to others, like, oh, they're having results and we are not having
exactly.
results. So focus on the things that you can control, because when you focus on the things that you can control, all the rest will fall in place.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's part of the process. That's what I was saying about the process of point A to point B,
Things will
because
start
it
changing, right? Things
is,
will start changing for you when you focus on
yes.
those.
Yeah, because like when you understand that there is a process, you will be fine in your journey, okay? Because you're gonna understand that, and then you're just gonna focus on the things that you can control. What are those things that you can control? Well, do your training,
Yeah,
show up for your business every day. So if you have to do posting, you do postings. If you wanna do lives, you do lives. Lives are not mandatory. Okay, so those whoever likes to do lives, they can do
yeah.
lives.
Mostly people get confused about those things. So yeah, it's good to mention that these things that we chose, like we are doing this new training session, and obviously we are trying to follow all the tasks and things that need to be done. every day. But it's not like you are not supposed to think like that, that okay, we everybody has to do that and start being overwhelmed, right? So as Sandy mentioned, that focus on those things that you can do, so one step at a time. And obviously then at one point, then you will try and do and attempt new things too. But in the beginning, if you're just having so much things on your mind in your life, then go slow and don't hustle, right? But focus on things that you can change, and they are in your control. Like as Sandy mentioned, the training. So the training is the base, the best thing that we got in this platform. It's so user friendly and easy to follow for beginners. So all the beginners who start, they can go step by step and start learning, and that gives actually all these lessons that shows that how you can control your mindset, and how you can celebrate those wins, small wins, and how you can ultimately achieve your goals in this business and overall in your life.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so we have arrived to the end of our life. So we hope so that what we shared today here, um, it has give you a little bit of insight of what what is it to be a business owner, and how to be a mentor and to guiding other people's in their journey, and understanding like how to manage time, how you can balance time, and also the benefits that you get from having an online business, which is the flexibility, the time
Yeah,
flexibility, and also building that financial stability, which are building that eventually, these side hustles, which is a plan B, eventually become your plan A because it will surpass your actual income that you have. And at that moment, you decide if you decide to quit your job, or if you have a business, quit your business, or if you decided to just focus on this full time, when we say full time, it's not like you don't have to do it full time, really.
yeah,
It's like 3 to 4 hours
that's right.
a day.
Yeah,
So
that's more than enough.
yeah. So but at least you already have your business and it's working behind the scene because of the automated system, which is also another tool that makes it so accessible, and it's available to
And
you in
workable.
our
Yeah,
business. So take advantage of this digital world, because this is the time we have to take advantage of this, because our parents didn't have that opportunity in at that time. It was only go to job, work
yeah,
the 9 to 5. But now we live in a different era where we have the digital world. So anyone has access to this opportunity that is in front of you. And that's why we are here to show you that there is another option besides the 9 to 5, where you can be fully present to your family, and enjoy that time,
yeah,
those milestones of your family, and also taking care of your health, because many times we are working on our jobs, and it's a little bit stressful, and those things doesn't show right away, but
yeah,
after some time, that's
yeah.
when
But
you
it
start
affects
to
your
have
health.
some.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
affects your health.
so you start having some health issues. So yeah, so this is a great opportunity. So if you wanted to change your life and your family's life for a better lifestyle, where you can have that work life balance, and building at the same time that financial stability, this is a great opportunity that we are showing to you today. So if you want to take advantage of that, you can register in any of the websites that appear on the screen, put your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So we have
Yeah.
live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So if you, when you register, you will receive an email that will contain two links, one for to register for the live webinar. That link will take
Yes.
you to a
Yes.
page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesdays, one for Thursdays. So you can register for either one or for both. And the second link that you have there is to watch or catch the replay of the live webinar. Just in case you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can
Yeah.
always catch the
You can watch
replay
the
and
replay.
then watch it at from the comfort of your own home. Now, in addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So you probably wonder, okay, so I go to the website, I enter my name and email address, and then I register for the live webinar. So what am I going to see on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're gonna find out how our online business plan works, and also you get to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. Um, so we're gonna show you who were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's actually live webinar. So you can catch this replay from yesterday's live webinar before next week live's webinar. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this live webinar. So just give me a sec here. All right. So our host was Elena. She is a job quitter now. So she used to work. Now she quit her job, and now she focused on being a mom full time. The first panelist is Remedios. She's a full-time care manager. We have Lori, a digital business owner. We have Meg, a contractor. We have Maria, an office manager realtor. We have Serene, a hospitality professional. And we have Prativa, a nurse educator. So as you see, we have all different walks of life, but they all have something in common, and that is to have a better, they took that leap of faith to have a better lifestyle for them and for their families. So some of them, they are, like, for example, Elena, now she started, doing this on the side, and now she's doing this uh, fully on her business. So she's not working anymore. So you can start this on the side and then eventually, transition into having doing your business full time and have that time of flexibility that you are looking for. So if you want to catch this replay, the replay has subtitles in several languages, and the live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. All right. Um, So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. For those who doesn't follow us, you can follow uh, a Summera Digital Space on her
Yeah.
Facebook business page. And you can follow me up here on Sandy to Empower Lives or Sandy Caballero. It's the same. So you can follow me there and you get to know us a little bit more that way, who we are, what type of content we post in our business page, and more information about the business. So we do have here 2 emoji likes from Juma Sinoya and Winston Crossdale. So thank you so much for your like emojis and for watching the live with us today. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you to our guests for Sumaira for being here with
Oh,
us today and
thank you. Yeah,
sharing
you're
your journey
welcome.
and
Thank you so
experience.
much.
Yes.
All right.
And so thank you, everyone. Want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed Saturday for those who are already on Saturday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So until tomorrow for another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. So we're going to have another topic and another guest. So stay tuned for tomorrow, another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success.
All
So
right.
thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Bye
being here.
bye.
God bless you
Bye.
all. Bye. Thank you for watching.